fantasies. You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed, the bucks attract. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no plug? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source? We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up. Hold up, y'all gotta pump my taste. Hold up, y'all can't talk about basic. Got that touch my savior. Give me that touch with my haters.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from SoFi. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 10.
Here's the handoff. And he's in the negative to begin the new season, Brock. First carry of the year winds up losing yards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22. Ready?
Throwing on seconds. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Quarterback with his renowns, kid, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
52 blue. Ultra. Go ultra.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Connects downfield, on target to Dell. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. That one felt kind of counterintuitive, that Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Ready, ready. Check, 60 red. Set.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Caught, nice gain left side. And he stopped at the spot he made the catch. So give him, looks like a 27 on that completion. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27.
Ready.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there on second down, that playbook wide open.
Ready?
Running for the marker on second. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Blue 32, ready.
They'll throw it on 1st and goal. And the Chargers get home, and they drop him. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Ready. Yellow 43. Hut.
They'll go play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the 1st down play, forced to throw it away right there, an awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
Ready, set.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Down. Yellow 22. Hey, check mega. Set.
3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and goal. Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The Bates kick is up and good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Even if it's not a touchdown, well, you're happy to see the offense produce points in the first trip out there this season. For a kicker, kind of nice to start 1 for 1 as well.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he stopped on the run back of the 27. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. No run here with Amari on Hampton. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Throwing now on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended target. So 2nd down coming up. You know, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
It's Hampton on 2nd. And they're all the way across midfield before he is brought down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you try to play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Last play sent him back across midfield here, second and long. Looking to throw here. Completed over the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Working now from the gun. On the move, headed right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, don't put it in harm's way.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Short pass brought in. It's the 1st down, and he's still going. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to stay worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You want to become quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll work against the blitz. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple...
Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. And the Texans will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's an early advantage for the Texans. We're back to SoFi right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They have it following that interception on the final play of the 1st quarter. Complete to the rookie out of Auburn. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be 1st down, Houston. Only took him 1 play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Ready, red, set.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Strike 2. Blue 36. Mega. Ready.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Play calling could be a little bit of a love-hate relationship. You love the first down run. You hate the second down sack. And now you're in a third down situation where you probably got to put it in the air.
60. Hut.
They'll air it out on third. It is come left side. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be fourth down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Coming to line for another 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. Ready.
Dive play straight ahead. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Check smash. Set. Hut.
Going to the ground again on first. And he is stopped just before he can get the score. Tackled inside that 1-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton, open and drive. We'll call that one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. He's going to throw it. Taken in by Addison, left side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Okay, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your pass. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Another one to Addison. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to tip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Brought in by Gaston. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
To the air on 3rd and long. Into the hands of Ganson. At the 20. Now here it goes down the right sideline. To the house. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers make it a 1-score game before halftime. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return starts at the 3. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue, ready.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Ooh, awful close to that line to gain. Stop though made at the 46. Third down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Davis gets it from the gun, and he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go.
Pass play coming here. Finds the in route complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Strike. Set.
Running out of the gun with Davis. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Come on, set. Black, 95.
I'll throw it. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
70 Lions.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. That had some room to work, and he took advantage, given 7. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. This return starts at the 5. He lost the football. And the ball skips out of bounds. Lucky for them, no lost fumble there on the kick return.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Shotgun give to Hampton. And he picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up second down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
To the right, pulled in by McConkey. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Come on, set. 19, Tiger, 19.
Pass play now. Hits him on the out route. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Now an inside give to Hampton. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I liked about his second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting the first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
First and 10, looking to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Dropping back to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Hey, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Ready. Bronco 80.
Here he goes, third and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they produced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
You know, we get on that field in pregame, and these kickers make it look so easy. But in real action, it's a totally different animal. That was definitely online. Just didn't quite get all of it. It's going to wind up just a few feet short.
Ready.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it. by adding all the extra yardage.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Down. Yellow, 43. Hey, go Fury. Hut, hut.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Hits him on the end route. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
First down, Houston.
Set. Ready.
From the red zone now. Buys time, rolling right. Now he takes it. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with 1st and goal.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Brings it in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal.
33. Yellow.
Quick throw left side, complete. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans push their lead further to start the half. Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans take a 3-possession lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll throw to start the drive. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
He's tackled at the 30.
Positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
60 in.
Hampton now up the middle. And a productive run there on 2nd down. That's a gain of 6.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Mustang 19.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He put everything he had into this one. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Kate, it has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
And you'll love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we set.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense his third sack of the game.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he gets them what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. The worst time for a mistake defensively, and that awards them this 1st and 10. Running it with Hampton. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. And 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking in the air here. Completed right side to Addison. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4 on the play.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Throwing from the gun here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Come on, set. 19, Tiger, 19.
3rd and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans get the football back with great field position there at the 36. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Truck pass brought in. Running in the red zone. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. 25 on that play. And it will be a 1st down, Texans.
And the Texans first down.
Here we go.
And they send a man in motion.
Ready?
From the red zone on 1st. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Come on, set. Hut.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Brought in. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans make it a 24-point ball game.
Chargers 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Chargers getting set. First and 10.
Here we go. 60 Bison.
Hampton gets the handoff. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. Don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Short of the goal line.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now running here with Hampton. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
Taken down behind the
Great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers putting up points in a game decided.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good, creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Caught at the 1. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
31. Chargers 13. Cameron
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returnable from the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10.
Here we go.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20.
Down.
Now a toss play. Davis can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
On the 10.
Let's see what they dial up, partner. This is second and long.
Black 40. Drill green. Black shot. Set.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. Cut out left. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
taken down.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go now. 30. Ready?
They're throwing it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Picked up at the 38. Through midfield. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
At the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Packers 60.
They'll come out throwing. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Derek Stigley Jr.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Watch out, number 6. Green. Cut.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He brings it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
No return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning.
Ready. 52 blue. Ready.
They start with a give to Davis. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll go again with Davis. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Ready. Ready.
No throw. 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here we go, set. Yellow.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. This one held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it 2nd down.
He's brought down at
Strike. Strike. Check. Come on. Set. Hut.
Back to the well again. Still has some space inside the 35.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Hut, hut.
Sending him on the dive. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Well, it's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war in field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Down. Set.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So it's a win for the Texans. One down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah, I think it's both these guys go across the field and shake hands with one another. They do